feel like I really do have to start this video with an apology, really. I think it's been 2 weeks since I made and uploaded my last video. It's been a bit too long, really, and there's a couple of reasons for it, which I'll get into during the video that you're about to see. Hello, mate. And in all honesty, it wasn't until I started cutting together the footage from April and I realised just what a bizarre month of two halves it's really been. First couple of weeks started off with pretty normal training, as you'll see.
Can I get out there? Am I going to be able to get out of that space? Literally, these car parking spaces are like, there's that much room to park a van. In fact, there's that much room to park a car. I'm back at the pool for the first time since I swam at Monmouth Tri Club, or with Monmouth Tri Club. And I'm looking forward to getting back in the pool because I have missed everybody, and I've missed being in the pool, and I've missed swimming. Because I've been doing a lot of cycling and running, really, and not much swimming in the last month. So it's the first one back in the pool with the Masters group today. We do the Tri Club swim on the Wednesday. Masters group today. It's always a little bit more intense with Masters, so we will see how we go. The question is, do I drop down a lane or do I stay in the normal lane? Don't get me wrong, I know I'm lucky to be able to get out for a ride, but just don't feel like it today. Put tarps, can't actually see it from here, hang on. The roof came off yesterday, and so I spent the afternoon putting all that tarpaulin up to keep everything inside, sort of safe until the new roof goes on. Oh, tennis elbow. I played drums for a living, used to be a carpenter. I know how to use a hammer, but yeah, man. Elbow's really hurting, so we'll see how we get on, but going out for a couple of hours. Just don't feel up for it.
But then mid-April, started to have the roof done on the office. Now, I've been doing quite a lot of it myself, or at least as much of it as I can manage to get the costs down. But as a result of that, every waking moment that wasn't working at uni or doing something else is spent on the roof. Look, that's the full extent. The workshop, trainers, and then office. That blue up there you can see is the tarp. It's keeping any rain off at the moment until the roof goes on middle of next week. There we are. Blimey. Well, patio door frames in. No glass yet. It's turning into bloody home renovations channel, but yeah, so this will be the way through into the office, and then the training room and workshop at the end. Nice. Crowns in that bob. Just wanted to document this before it gets covered, actually. Absolutely stunning. So we put in new timbers in between each of the old ones because obviously the asbestos tiles didn't weigh very much. But the new double Romans, same as what we've got on there, going on top, it's going to be a lot more weight. So Bob decided to overspec it massively, and now we've got this amazing bit of work. Good boy, Otis. Drop.
never, ever, ever drops when he's supposed to drop. Otis! Yeah, brilliant. I'll go and get that then. You have to just excuse the unkempt state. It's the 21st of April today, and yeah, as you can see from the sort of previous bits of video, it's mainly roofing stuff going on at the minute, and that's the sort of main issue. It just reminds me really of kind of the days when I was kitchen fitting back in those days, and Bex and I first sort of were renting. I was sort of working two jobs really. I was fitting kitchens, which I didn't really enjoy very much. I enjoyed the fitting the kitchens. It was the customers and the people I was working for, the companies. It's the whole sort of trade environment, the sort of blokish sort of attitude. I find myself resorting back to having to fit in when I'm there anyway, but... Lost heads. Double Romans, and then you've got the ones that come over the... coming up with anything?
You've got a postcode?
Yeah. No. Well, it's nearly weekend, isn't it? Yeah, I was doing that as a day job, working hard, getting dusty, and just, you know, back-breaking work really, and then also trying to sort of make myself gather some traction as a musician as well. So I was driving around with my drum kit and my tools in the van, and I'd kind of, you know, work. Wait, come on, off of that. Go on, go and have a sniff somewhere else. I'd work from, you know, 7-8 o'clock in the morning to sort of 4:35, and then I'd go off and either teach or go off to rehearsals, and then on the weekend gigging. So sort of really working two full-time jobs. And I think I just don't enjoy being reminded of that really, because I did hate that period of time. We were working so hard and was so skint, and not the most enjoyable of sort of times really, but everyone goes through them when they're younger, and I think what it is this just reminds me of that kind of loss of sort of time being able to train or do anything that I actually want to do, including making videos and including training and spending any time with the family, and just spending the whole time trying to get this job underway and done. And it's getting there, but there's still an awful lot to do. But I think that's why I'm struggling with the whole kind of control thing. When one element of my life goes out of control, it's usually food and drink that ends up being the place I end up looking at, kind of gaining a bit of control in, and I don't think that's unusual for most people.
Hi Gareth, you alright? As a result of kind of all this frantic roof building, which looks spectacular, I'll leave some shots at the end because the last course of tiles went on today. There were some cursory runs and bike rides, and did a bit of coaching at the Lido, but really the focus hasn't been on training. And as I've mentioned sort of many times, it's definitely a control issue for me. When I feel like things are out of control in one area of my life, other things seem to fall apart, and it always ends up being drinking and eating. And so as a result, the fasting's gone out the window, and there's been a bit too much boozing. My bloody Achilles heel, my nemesis all the time. But you know, life goes on, and we'll endeavour to try and rectify these issues. I know they're there, and fingers crossed over time I'll be able to do something about them. So I decided that it would be a good idea to come out and do something. So I'm going to pin a number on tonight and give our Club 10 a bit of a go. It's a sporting course, I'm not expecting too much, especially as I haven't done much in the way of training, and I ran this morning, did some efforts, did some bloody efforts, mate. So we'll give it a go, we'll do it for a laugh. I've sort of come out more really to say hello to a few people than to actually try and put down a decent time, but I will give it everything. It will give me a decent idea of what my 20-minute time is. Not I'm going to ride 20 minutes, well over that. What my 20-minute sort of power will be. I'll take the last 20 minutes of tonight's effort, and it will give me a sort of half decent FTP reading for the power meter on this bike. So that's about where we're at. Fingers crossed next month should all be a bit more organised. I've got to tidy up the office and redecorate and put some electrics in and stuff like that, but that's all that's all for the next video probably. But it's been one of those weird ones this month for sure. Evening, where it just hasn't been, you know, after 3.5 months of, I thought I'd cracked it, you know, all those good habits, and they did feel like habits, but very easy to slip into longer established old bad ones. So let's focus on getting a better level of control in and see if I can squeeze a number in tonight's time trial to see how we go. Evening, and see if they'll give me a number, because I haven't been able to enter on the CTT website, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to squeeze at the end of the start sheet old school and see how we get on. So I managed to get a race number 6 tonight, and see how we get on, eh? All the big guns have come out tonight on all their fresh TT bikes. They're new ones for the season, so we'll see how we get on. All right, all warmed up? It's funny, because I know I'm not going to be much cop tonight. I'm not expecting anything really, but I am really looking forward to it. There's nothing quite like pinning a number on and just giving it everything you got for, well, in my case, upwards of 25 minutes tonight. So we will see, but it's fun. And I missed this. I missed it a lot. Better get warmed up. I'm not gonna warm up at all. I'm just gonna ride until I have to start in 10 minutes. Warm up. Oh dear. Buddy Rich's drummer, he used to say, I warm up before a performance, I take my hands out of my pockets. That's pretty much what I'm going to do tonight. Just going to take my hands out of my pockets. Oh. Emma made some cookies. They're really, wow. They're really good. Wow. So, that was grim. Long 27, horrible. Probably on the second or third slowest I've ever ridden that. But admittedly the first time I've done it on a road bike. So I'm just going to blame it all on that. I think I would have been at least 10 minutes quicker if I was on a TT bike. No, that was hard effort. But not a hard effort, if that makes sense. Those of you that time trial regularly will know what I mean. When you just can't, it's not all coming out, but you haven't got any more to give. But according to the Garmin, I managed to get a new FTP of 3 watts per kilo, which at my weight, I think that's sort of an average of around about 300 watts for the 10 miles, which if I weighed 65 kilos would have been great, but I don't, I weigh 100 kilos. Anyway, that is the end of this vlog. I've actually finally made this. It's taken me bloody ages. Thanks for watching. I appreciate the view. Give me a thumbs up if you haven't subscribed to the vlog already. Do so, and I will see you on the next video.